Hi, Cana. I really like the last letter. Before we get started, there's a couple things to note. One, you'll have to excuse all the industrial noises and whatnot that you'll hear throughout this. The air conditioner is going to come on every once in a while. I've got my laundry going right now, and inevitably, a train's going to come rolling by with its annoying whistle and the sound. So, yeah, it's a bunch of noises. So, hopefully I will be able to successfully make myself heard throughout all of it. But, yeah, there's that. The apartment, yeah, it's really nice. It is really white. Now that you've brought that to my attention, it kind of really is. But, eh. Um, and yeah, I'm living alone. I couldn't find a roommate with as little time as I had to find a house. It was kind of like, who would I get? I didn't want to deal with a random, so kind of just ended up living on my own. And really, I think that worked out for the better. Although living alone definitely has its ups and downs. Like the positives, for example, I can pretty much just be alone if I want to. Like if I don't want to talk to anyone or just completely want to shut myself off from existence, I can do that with relative ease. I also don't have to worry so much about disturbing other people since they're farther away and there's a lot more wall between us. So hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. And another thing is, I don't have to share anything. That's probably going to be the best part, because living with someone is obviously a little bit of give and take, but I don't have to do that. But definitely has its downs too. Like it can get pretty lonely sometimes, especially when no one's around or available to hang out. That I'm kind of just sitting here eating. It's kind of pathetic, actually. And there's also cleaning. I gotta do my own cleaning and my own laundry, but that's really not that big a deal. It's easy. I was wondering about that picture that was on the living room. I mean, it looks nice and everything, but yeah, I was kind of curious about it. They said you're always in the room now. That's a little kind of creepy. Just a little bit, just a little bit. But it's okay. I don't really have much room to talk since my room's kind of basically the exact same thing. Because my parents, while I was away at the college, they kind of took the liberty of taking all those pictures and putting them up in my room. I mean, they're nice pictures and everything, and there's a couple that they even took from newspapers where, like you and me and Hello Dolly, that kind of thing. But God, sometimes I just can't help but think it just screams ego, and I'm not that kind of person, so it's a little uncomfortable sometimes. To answer your question, yes, Jake is at U of L. I hang out with him and my friend Jonah pretty much like every day. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they were sick of me by now. Speaking of U of L, I'm getting to know my teachers a little better, and it's pretty interesting. Like for example, my philosophy professor, he likes to keep people on their toes. He's kind of a personal space invader. He'll just kind of walk around and while he's lecturing, and eventually just kind of get really close to you. Probably not this close, but still kind of an uncomfortable amount. Feeling uncomfortable yet? Okay, but yeah, he does that, and he also like sits on a desk that's directly across from another student, that like an empty desk that they have, and he just sits there. It's so weird. Like, and then there's my American history professor, who, interestingly enough, is Canadian. He he's a little more lively. He kind of just tells jokes every once in a while. He's, you know, he's a little more interesting. He seems like he likes his job. My music in theater professor, as it turns out, he's worked in Hollywood and Broadway for many, many years and has become a really jaded critic. He was telling me how he saw the Avengers in a flight to Europe, and he said it was, okay. Yeah, just okay. Right. And then there's my history of rock and roll professor, who's just, young and vibrant and hasn't been completely jaded yet. So he's got a head start on me. Your schedule sounds pretty cool, especially the all the creative writing classes and that chorale thing. It seems quite a bit of fun. It also seems like that you have at least a decent amount of breaks in between there too. I also noticed that you don't have classes on Friday. I am rather jealous and not very happy about that. See, look, even in my notes, there's like a smiley face right there. See, I'll like zoom in so you can see it. It's right there. Yeah, see, it's not a happy face. But at least I only have one class on Fridays, and it's that 8 to 8:51, and then I'm done. And then Monday, Wednesday, Fridays after that class, I don't have a class till 2. So that's a decent break. So I've got plenty to do. I actually get a lot done. It's really exciting. So productive. Am I right? Am I right? Huh? 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 But anyway. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Heron. Have fun on your vacation without your daughter. Yeah. As far as the textbooks go, yeah, you definitely have me beat there. But we can both agree that textbooks are horrible, life and money draining tools of pain, and they are many, and we cannot stop them. Textbooks. Yay. Ow. If I did look correctly, I noticed that one of your textbooks was Cormac McCarthy's The Road. I read that during senior year of high school, and it's actually a really good book. It's really dark and depressing, but all in all, it's actually a really gripping read. Like, I got his book No Country for Old Men too because I loved the movie, and that was a great book too. He's just a really good writer. The only thing you might want to look out for is for some reason he hates quotation marks. So it's kind of hard to tell when someone is talking. So you might want to look out for that. But other than that, it's a really good book. Just be prepared for something really dark and also something really awesome. What else? Music. Glad you like the music samples. This album's definitely a weird one for me, but it turned out good, so all's good. In between last letter and this letter, the album has been put up for, I guess, pre-order on Bandcamp, although really the only reason I do that is just to say, hey, it's here. This is what I do. And the full song Remnants, the third to last song on the previews, is up too. So if you haven't heard that, it's up there. And another funny thing is, the second album isn't even out yet, and I've already started thinking about the third and the fourth. I kind of have problems, but it's fun. So I guess a little bit about those. Okay, album number 3, it will be called Age of Dawn, and it's going to be largely orchestral with strings, and it's going to be a really nice, happy thing, and also really epic. Okay, that was the dryer. I'm not used to that. Now where was I? Oh right, Age of Dawn. It's gonna be really epic, and also I'm gonna need you for it. I haven't even written a note of music yet, but I already know I'm gonna need you for it. So I'll let you know when it gets, I guess, closer, and we can figure something out. And then to counteract that, the fourth album is going to be called Crash, and it's going to be extreme metal. Yeah. Woo! So that's about all I can tell you about those right now, but as you can tell, they're pretty planned right now. Okay, last order of business. As promised, poster got here, and I have not opened it yet. So I guess we're gonna do that now. Bad news is, does not look like they took very good care of it. The packaging, at least. The good news is that makes it easier to open. So, well, in theory. I never was good at this. Oh hey, opening. Yay. Okay, almost got it. Sort of. Okay, let's. Okay, I got it. It didn't take long though. Oh hey, bubble wrap. Oh, anyway. Note. You said to read the note first, so. Okay. Elliot, I'm sure you will look on this poster and always think of me. Hope you love it. I know I do. With love, Cana Heron. Alright, let's see what this bad boy is. Huh. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, huh? Alrighty then. Well, thank you. And I will. This will definitely go on my wall. I will find a place for it. Was not expecting that, actually. Well, with that said and done, I guess that's about all I had, so I guess I'll sign off this time. See you next time.